Hey Pisces placements, welcome. In this reading, we're going to gain clarity on your next 3 months. And we're going to start with you're currently dealing with, and then we'll look at what's coming towards you in the near future and then the long term. And then we'll get you some messages of guidance and encouragement from your spirit team. And we're going to start with looking at just the astrological influences that you have going on at this time. All right, so we have the 10th house trine the 9th house. Okay, so I feel like you are continuing to evolve spiritually, and you may have decided to put some effort in that. I feel like you may have also called on your angels, your guides, your spirit team, your higher self source. I feel like you may have called out for that support. And I feel like I feel very, very, very deeply that you have almost cried out for that support. And it is here. It is coming to you. You're receiving it. And there is more coming. And I'm hearing that if you can open yourself up a little more, if you can continue those self-care practices, if you can continue to strengthen those bonds, and allow yourself to see those synchronicities and those miracles happening in front of you, those are the signs. Those are the acknowledgement. That's the acknowledgement from your guides, from source, from your higher self, from your intuition that you are heard and we are here to support you. Okay, so you're definitely being guided to be more open to those signs and synchronicities, because I feel like the state that some of you are in, and maybe this doesn't apply to everyone, but I feel like the state that some of you are in is you're in dire need of seeing that you are supported, seeing that, there's help there available to you, that you are safe, that you are protected, that you are being divinely guided. And I'm here to confirm that, but I feel like you also want to see signs of that. And they are being shown to you. You may not see, 10 signs in one day. I mean, if you pay attention, they're there. They are absolutely there if you're paying attention, but you may not recognize that many at one time, but they're definitely there. So like I said, you're definitely being guided to open up your heart, open up your mind, and listen. Listen, relax, listen, let it flow. Try your best to, detach from this situation so that you can receive the love, you can receive the light from your guides. It's like some of you are just staying in a particular energy because you feel like, okay, come and get me out of it. If you say that you're here to support me, come and get me out of it. But it doesn't work that way. It doesn't work that way. You're absolutely being divinely guided out of it, but you also have free will. And they're not going to infringe on your free will unless it's an emergency and it's part of your path. Like they're trying to keep you guided on your particular path, so they will intervene to assist you. But for the most part, you have free will, and you're free to explore and stay in any energy that you want to. So this is about when you're ready to extract the meaning from that energy and let it be, let it go, and focus on where you want your energy to be, on the frequency and vibration where you want your energy to be. Then you will start to recognize those synchronicities. You will start to recognize that you are being supported and guided. Okay, so we have 3 of Pentacles there. Okay, so this is a process. This is a process, and I feel like you may feel that you're in on the lower end, or you're just kind of starting that process. Like I said, some of you are in a little bit more dire situation than others. So I would definitely call out the self-care practices and be creative. We have creativity here, and you're being called to focus on what makes you happy. So if you enjoy drawing, if you enjoy painting, if you enjoy exercising, if you enjoy nature, if you enjoy swimming, if you enjoy the beach, you are being called to focus on those things that you enjoy to help you through this time and these challenges. Okay? If you enjoy reading, if you enjoy writing, get into it. Get on those self-care practices, because that's going to provide you with some relief, and it's going to allow your mind to relax. It's going to allow your mind to be aligned and come into alignment with who you authentically are. And you will know that because you'll feel release. You'll feel joy. You'll feel, at the very least, you're going to feel more neutral. So some, it may take a little longer to start feeling joy and happiness and contentment, but you at least will get to that neutral place where you're able to separate and detach from those energies and just at least focus on your coloring, or focus on your drawing, or focus on your sculpting. Okay? So that is the start of the process. And that's why I'm saying, like, it's a journey. It's a journey that you're on right now. Okay? So what else? What else for Pisces? Thank you. So we have the Eight of Swords. Okay. Okay, Pisces. So I say this with love, but you really have to take accountability and take ownership over your spiritual development, over your life path, over the things that you prioritize and the things that are important to you. It is really time to step into your power and to focus on those things and get started and work towards those things. I'm not saying this is, obviously some of you are already there, you're already working toward them, but that's the message I'm hearing. So if it does apply to you, then please take the information. If it does not, then we'll leave that and we'll look at what's coming into the future. But this is where we are right now, and that's what you're being guided to do. Okay, so what else? What else for Pisces? Okay, all right. So I also hearing with this Eight of Swords that you may be feeling like you don't have any options available to you. You do. You absolutely do. And that's what I'm saying about connecting more deeply with your higher self, with Source, and starting to hear those messages, hear those ideas. I feel like some of you are just in this space where everything is so convoluted. You may be very angry, or you may have just so many triggers going off that it's just so cloudy and you're not able to really get to that point. So you may want to consider also if there's some professional help, like maybe speaking to one, getting counseling, getting therapy. That may be helpful to you. There's soul family out here that you can connect with and you can talk through things with. There's communities that you can join to really connect with other like-minded souls, or with others that have compassion, that have empathy, and that want to be of support to you at this time. Okay. All right. So yeah, there's just like this overflow of emotions that some of you may be going through at this time. And what else? What else? Okay, so you're definitely being guided to listen to that intuition with the High Priestess coming out, because you know it's there. I mean, you are perhaps the most intuitive of all the signs, Pisces. I mean, hello. But I feel like I said, oops. My apologies. I guess Siri thought I was saying something to her, but yeah, you know how powerful you are. You know that you're intuitive, but there's just sort of, I'm seeing like it's a little cloudy right now. It's a little cloudy right now, and that's okay. This is a journey that you're going on, and you will have these moments, but it's so important. What I'm hearing is that you really take a moment, if you feel like you need to do this, to allow yourself that reflection, to allow yourself to extract the meaning from these experiences. It's so important to extract the meaning from these experiences, extract the lesson from these experiences, as opposed to focusing on the lessons and focusing what happened. No, focus on what this was teaching you, what you were to learn from this, so that you can let it go and you can move on. And you don't need to continue to have the same type of experience in a more intense way, because that's what's going to continue happening until you do extract the meaning and move on. Okay. What else do we have for our Pisces? Okay. Okay. So we have the Ten of Cups here as well. So you will get there. You will get to that place. So this is about just strengthening those connections, allowing yourself to hear those messages, allowing the creativity to flow through you, allowing yourself to have those moments of happiness and joy. And again, it could be through those self-care practices and doing things that you love, really incorporating more of that into your life so that you can feel some sense of balance. You can feel like, yeah, there is light at the end of the tunnel. And here is the end of the tunnel, the Ten of Cups here, with happiness, joy, fulfillment, and commitment. And I feel like this is, I feel like we're really speaking here about family issues here. Doesn't have to be. This could be with employment, career, or your spiritual development. But, you know, you do have this path to happiness and blessings and abundance here. So just remember that. So give me one more. Give me one more card here. Thank you. Then we have the Knight of Air here. Right. So it may also be time to focus on things that you feel passionate about. Okay, as a part of this process, because we spoke about creativity at length here, but also what do you feel passionate about? If you have 5 things that you can do, well, oh, you know, I like to journal, I like to color, I like to draw, I like to exercise, you know, well, what of that do you feel most passionate about? And when you're in those moments, go do the one that you feel most passionate about and do it to the best of your ability. Okay. All right. So let's see what we have in the immediate future coming towards Pisces. So first I'm going to start with the astrological aspects. So we have Mars, we have the second house, and we have Aquarius. Okay. All right, so with your financials, your possessions, your wealth, you are being guided to step outside of your comfort zone with that. So there's new ideas. So there may be some ideas that you have that are technologically advanced. So you can have ideas for new technology or new medicines or new herbs that can be utilized, or concoctions, I should say, or, you know, putting things together in a certain way. Or you may have ideas for like specific oils that are perfumes, or, you know, there's many ideas that we have, that you have out here, Pisces, because you're so creative and you're a dreamer. So it's like, what are you dreaming about? Because I feel like you're dreaming about these things, and it's just a little bit of a struggle right now to actually get yourself into that place where you feel inspired to act on those dreams. But that's what's being called out here, and that's what's coming towards you. Opportunity for you to inspire, for you to take inspired action towards your dreams and goals is basically what's coming to you in the immediate future. Okay. And this is like, again, you standing up and stepping into that power. So if you desire to create oils and sell oils, you're being invited to do that. The divine is guiding you on that path toward that, and then opportunities are going to be coming to you. So it's important that you pay attention to that and you connect with those opportunities, and you're going to feel inspired and you're going to feel passionate. And that's how you know, like, okay, yeah, I'm going to go down that path. I'm going to start looking up bottles. I'm going to start looking up different ways that you can break down herbs, or, you know, however, I don't know how to make perfumes, so somebody has to help me there. But I'm just saying, you know, certain, you know, things that you want to put together to create your different scents and stuff like that. Okay. All right, what else do we have for Pisces in the immediate future? Okay, Six of Earth. Okay, so yeah, we definitely spoke about soul family. So I do see soul family coming to you and you reaching out and getting more support. So that is wonderful. That is so wonderful to hear. So when you see that coming, when you see that opportunity open up, take it. That's what's going to be most beneficial to you and most helpful to you at this time. Okay, so is there a way that you can even maybe get out into the community, get some fresh air? Or it could be you just joining communities online, or spending time with friends, family, soul family again. What else? And also, this is speaking towards those esoteric or those gifts and talents that you have. Whatever this is, you are so talented, so creative, and here is more confirmation that those opportunities to expand your creativity and to be financially free based off of your creativity and those gifts and talents that you have is coming. Those opportunities are coming towards you. And I think you know this. I'm hearing you know this already, Pisces. So you'll have to tell me in the comments if you know this and you see those opportunities and you are taking action towards them, or you're not. But yeah, this is that confirmation that they're going to keep coming. So it's like, okay, boo, you're not ready yet. We're going to keep them coming. We're going to keep them coming. And then when you are ready to take advantage, that's when the momentum's going to build. Okay. So you have the free will, like we said. I think I said that to Scorpio. But yeah, you have free will. So you are going to take on those tasks when you feel ready and when you feel comfortable to do that. But just know that your guides, the opportunity is going to keep coming. It's going to keep like, you ready? You ready yet, Pisces? No? Okay. All right, let me do it a different way. You ready yet, Pisces? No? Okay, I'm going to do it a different way. All right, so it's all up to you and whenever you're ready. Okay, so yeah, there's even more opportunity here to strengthen, deepen your connection, your bond with Source, and your bond with your higher self. So this, I feel like this is you and your higher self, as opposed to this being you and another party. It could absolutely be, also with the Ten of Cups here, more alignment, healthier, happier home environment. That is absolutely available to you as well. So I don't want to skip over that. That's absolutely available to you. But I feel like many of you, this is really geared towards you and you connecting more deeply with your higher self and allowing your higher self to guide you through this experience, this period that you're going through. Okay, and find ways where you can create more balance. Like we said, incorporate more of those self-care practices and activities, and that you to relax and to fill your cup so that you do have the energy and the motivation to take inspired action and to create more balance in your relationships as well. So this is not just relationships like with your romantic partner, but relationships with that partner, but also with others at work, in your community, your other family members, your children. There's opportunity to balance those relationships out. And the better you feel, the more you can take inspired action toward creating and strengthening those bonds. Okay. So what else for Pisces? What else? Okay, thank you. All right, and then we have the Seven of Swords in reverse, and I'm going to take this, the Queen of Air, the Queen of Swords. Okay, so I feel like you've been very vocal here. I'm hearing like, yeah, you've been telling everybody you've been telling everybody, getting everybody together basically, and it's really time for you to focus on, again, creating more balance, strengthening those relationships, and being more emotionally intelligent in your communications. So have more compassion, have more empathy, Be more open and understanding. And I get that at this time, I feel like there's just things that you're going through that's making that a little more difficult, but you are being guided toward that, okay? So just pay attention to that. All right, so yeah, you're being guided also to do more of your self-care practices as well. If you don't, then there may be divine intervention that comes through and kind of forces it. So I would say definitely, as you can, as soon as you can, incorporate those self-care practices. And that could be anything, as it could be just getting more sleep. It could be exercising. Okay, so it could be the tiniest things. I mean, exercising is a big deal. It's not a tiny thing, but I'm just saying, like, getting more sleep. Okay, maybe it's journaling twice a day instead of once a day. It could be meditations, like, yeah, it could be a lot of things. Okay, but you are being invited to do more of that, because that is what I hear is most needed right now. And if you don't do it, then your angels are going to intervene and help you do it. Okay. So let's look at long term. What's coming in longer term, not more than 3 months for Pisces. So we have the 7th house with water and air. Okay. So I feel like you're going to be working towards having that balance within your intimate relationships. So your relationships with your family and your children and others that are close to you. You're going to be moving toward trying to create more of that balance. And I feel like how difficult that's going to be will depend on what you're doing now and what you're doing today and how you're communicating with these individuals today. So just be aware of that. So if you are in that Queen of Swords energy where you're like, I don't give a fuck, I'm going to say what I said, and you know, whatever, however you want to say it. Yeah, if you're in that energy right now, then just recognize and realize that's energy that you're putting out, and it's just going to be mirrored back to you. So you're going to have a more difficult time when you are ready to work on those relationships. You're going to have a little bit more of a difficult time to do that. Okay? So just be mindful of that now. So that's why you're being guided to work on that, your communications now. Okay? All right, so what else do we have for Pisces? What else? Thank you. So we have the King of Air. Okay, so, all right, wonderful. So give me clarity. Okay, so I'm going to take the Tower. Well, we'll take it. We'll take it. We'll take all of them. All right, so we have the Tower here. Like I said, there's going to be divine intervention in if it's something that you feel like you can't manage or you can't handle, or you're swaying too far away from your authentic self and your life path. You will have that intervention coming through. And anything that is taken away from you is because it's not meant for you anymore. It's not helpful to you anymore. It's not providing any value to you anymore. You've gotten and extracted all of the benefits from it that you can. So it's time to move forward. It's time to move in a different direction. Okay? And I feel like you will do that. And I feel like you will also manage your emotions better. So you will get to that place where you're able to better communicate your needs and concerns and your wants and desires and all of those things with your partners and, you know, family members, soul family. So I feel like you will get to that place where you are able to do that. And we have Four of Swords here. Yeah, just a lot of rest, contemplation, like filling up your cup is so important. Like, that is the most important message out of this entire reading that I could give you, is to fill up your cup, to take the moment to reflect and fill up your cup. Excuse me, and also get into the present energy so that you can create the type of energy that you're desiring and that you want to come to you, and how you want your reality to be. It's based off of the energy and the thoughts that you're putting out right at this moment in time. So that's why the present is so important to you. Or I'm sorry, that's why the present is so important. And then we have the Page of Air. And I feel like you can... Okay, so for some of you, there's this idea that in order to be honest means like you have to like just do it in a very direct and rude way. I say that with love, so you know, that's not the case. You can still be honest. You can still communicate what it is you need to communicate, and you can do that in a constructive way, is what I'm hearing. So if that resonates, then that is your answer, and you really need to work on ways to better communicate with the people that you love. Okay. All right, so I'm gonna get one more for you, Pisces, and then we'll get some oracles. So give me one more card, please. Thank you. All right, and then we have the Three of Swords here. Okay, so I see healing here. Healing's happening, and you may, like I said, it may come through divine intervention, but you will be healing. So there's no worries there. If you allow it to happen, it's available to you. So this is really about getting more connected, listening more. And I know that you are very connected, but I feel like you may have detached away from that a little bit. You may be a little resentful for some things because they haven't happened exactly how you wanted them to. And we know this is a journey. Sometimes we get in that energy, but this is about getting yourself out of that energy and really focusing on, like I said, the lessons that you were to learn from those experiences, really quickly extracting that and moving on. Okay. All right, so let's see what oracle messages we have for our Pisces. Get 3 here. Okay, so we have love and heart. And we also have cleansing and illumination. Okay, so I feel like you allowing love into your heart, allowing yourself to be guided and led by your heart. And that's really about just being more connected again with your higher self and really focusing on those self-care practices and focusing on the things that make you feel good and doing the inspired work and taking inspired action towards things that make you feel good. Okay, so as you're doing that, incorporating those self-care practices in to cleanse yourself, and you may even want to do some rituals if that's what you're into, or spiritual cleansing like a bath, whatever it is that you're into, to really signify and create that separation that, okay, that is the old me. This is the new me. I'm opening up a new chapter and I'm being my authentic self. And I'm allowing myself to be divinely guided. I'm allowing myself to connect more deeply and to receive messages. And I'm going to take inspired action based on the messages that I receive. The path will illuminate itself. Okay? What else? So we have expansion. I love that because I feel like that is really where we're at this point. Are you going to contract and stay in the energy and stay in those cycles of where you're repeating the past and you're continuing to focus on the past and to focus on things that have happened? Or are you going to turn around and expand and allow yourself to grow and move forward? And we have lost and found here. Okay. All right, and I feel like this is really speaking to you receiving those messages of divine guidance and not paying attention to them or deciding that you're going to do something different. So I feel like this is that confirmation there coming out. So it's being recognized. It's being recognized. And I feel like Pisces, you know that they know. You know that they know that they know, you know, so. We have financial discipline here as well. Okay, so we've been really focusing on the spiritual components and the spiritual aspects because you really have to feel good to then do other things. So as you feel good, as you feel better, as you feel the best that you have felt, that opens up the door for more blessings to come through to you. Okay? So that's how that works. And I also hear being appreciative of what you currently have and everything that you've accomplished is a starting point for you. Okay? So we also have your dreams need a practical plan. All right, so we have Taurus energy coming through here. So you're being guided to start jotting down. Keep a journal. Get back into your journaling and put those goals in there. Okay? Keep track of your progress. We have attuned to the divine. I'm not going to go over that again because that is the exact message that I was saying here as far as connecting and listening to those messages. And then we also have humanity and benevolence with being calm, trusting in the good in yourself and others, and seeing the light in the world. And we spoke to that. As soon as you are centered, as soon as you are filling up your cup, as soon as you are working through and extracting those lessons and opening yourself up to receive messages and receive blessings and abundance, the path will light itself. So what else? So we have awakening with your journey is an evolution of many lessons and renewals. You are expanding. I love it. I love it because that is everything we just talked about. And we also have radiance with your presence having an impact on the lives of those around you. And like I said, it is so critical, the things that you're saying, the words that you're speaking, the energy that you're giving to these individuals that are around you that you love is so important, because that is what you're going to have to address. What you're putting out, you're going to receive back. So you may want to reconsider what you're putting out, how you're communicating, how you're connecting with these individuals. So we have give and you shall receive. We know that generosity. So there's also opportunity here to support others in whatever way you feel comfortable and whatever way that you can afford to do that. Okay, so it doesn't always have to be monetarily. Okay, so you may want to consider that as well. All right, Pisces, so those are the messages I have for you. Please like, share, subscribe, and let me know how this resonates. Thanks so much for watching. Take care.